Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Minecraft. Well, what are we doing today? We are building a dungeon to house to sentence the unnecessary villagers to, the ones that we can't keep because they serve no rational or reasonable purpose to our kingdom. Let me just check and see what the coordinates are here. 771 by 1413. Alright. I'm probably not going to remember that, but we'll see. That's very important. Very important to remember. Okay, I have pretty much all of the stuff that I need, I think, in order to get this going. It looks like we only have 3 villagers right now. Only 2 of them are actually good. 11, 4. I think the lowest for this was something like 9, 8 or 9. So I think we have a better villager already. Okay, so we're gonna hop down here all the way to the very bottom, and we're going to get started on our project. I'm pretty sure they can make it all the way down here. I haven't tested that out yet. I don't know if that's necessary to test out, or if it's pretty much a given. The only thing that I've been thinking about, I'm not sure what will happen when they get down here. If they pop out of the cart, then are they going to try to run up this track all the way up to the top and try to escape? That is a very serious question, something that I have been wondering about and thinking about since last week. But I'm going to dig this out a little bit, see if I can get a decent sized room going, and see if, see how big I'm going to make it, if I have enough blocks and all that kind of stuff, and I'll bring y'all back in just a short while. Well, I have a pretty decent size room here. Whoa! And before I get too far, I want to remind y'all that, yes, I am still taking donations for Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. The link is in my video description to Cat's Crew Houston. Cat is doing a bunch of stuff, coordinating a lot of serious efforts to bring the best sort of service to the people in the area that were the most affected by the devastation. So, any donations that you make to her efforts are going directly to the victims. It'll do the most help for the people involved. So if you would like to do that, that link, like I say, is in my video description. Feel free to donate there. You can also donate to my PayPal. The link is down at the bottom of my video description. And my Patreon as well. All donations this month that come in through either of those channels is going to Cat's Crew Houston to help out with that same effort there. And if you donate through my Patreon, even at the $1 a month level, you will have access to exclusive content, including playlists that are not available to my regular YouTube viewers. Right now, that's one Ark Survival Evolved episode, and I've just started The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt series. So if you're interested in either of those, go ahead and donate through my Patreon. And once again, all of those donations for this month are going to Cat's Crew Houston. Okay, so this is a reasonable sized place. This part right here is blocked off because this is actually going to be a machine. If you've ever seen an item elevator created in this game, that's what this is going to be. I've already placed one block in there that's necessary, which is this dispenser, I should say. And I need to actually link some hoppers up to it, so let's sneak up there. And I have to bring it out to this point because... Actually, there's been a bit of a complication that has just arisen. Because I have to be able to break... I have to be able to break the cart on a cactus and make sure that it drops into a hopper and then plop it in there. Let's see if we can do it this way. I'll put this hopper pointing into here. The sand will go in the back here. Oh no, the cactus won't grow there because it's against a wall. It won't grow here or here either. It would grow here, but then I don't have enough hoppers on me to connect up like that. I don't even know if the cactus will grow here. Okay, it does. It doesn't mind being next to the minecart, so that's okay. Yeah, this will probably work. Let's bring our iron around like this. We'll close that in, kind of. And this way the rail will actually come down and around this direction. Aha! It does work. And so that will bring the cart around this corner, and it should hit that cactus and break. It should drop into this hopper and be transported into the dropper underneath all of this stone. Now, if you don't know about how item elevators work in 1.12, they work basically the same as they did in 1.11. You can actually take any sort of item, put it in a dispenser down here, and if the dispenser is powered in the center of a 3x3 area group of blocks, the item will be shot up through the center. The game sends the item up until it can find an air block to pop out into, and so since this is a solid block all the way up to the surface, it's going to launch those items up until it gets above the hopper that's sitting up at the top, facing into that chest right next to the village breeder. Okay, so I do think I'm going to clean these up a bit, though. I don't want this to be stone. I want all of the blocks that are visible to be iron blocks, and I have to clear this away anyways so that I can have access to diamonds. Oh! Now, isn't that fancy? Something I wouldn't have noticed if I wasn't clearing this out. Oh man, I've done that twice already. But that's fine. It's not going to interfere with the structure here. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. I may actually leave it like this and then use iron blocks coming down the stairs here. I am going to leave it at this level where these, what is this called? Bedrock is exposed. I don't mind that being visible. It's perfectly fine with me. But I figure that I need to get this contraption built so that I know how large to make the room. I need this 3x3 area completely behind this piece. So let's go ahead and get this built. I just watched a quick tutorial on it from Iskal85. If you haven't watched his videos, be sure to do that. He's a great YouTuber. He does pretty good technical Minecraft, though not very often. And yeah, really good sort of a person to watch if you want to learn about YouTubes, how to make things look really nice. So we can use this because I'm going to end up covering this up anyway. But this needs to be here. I think an iron needs to be like this. And then we need, redstone this direction. And iron should be next to this. Actually, iron is going to go on all these sides here. And then a repeater facing into this block. And I believe that that's it. So now, if we place items into here, it's activated and it has spit the items out. So now if I cover this up in a 3x3, just like this, right, you can see very clearly up here that it's a 3x3 now. And as long as it's solid blocks all the way to the surface, this will work perfectly. If it is not solid blocks all the way to the surface, though, I'm going to have to dig in here and find the air block culprits and remedy that situation. So I do think I am going to dig in right here, turn this into irons. Yeah, let's not be too crazy here. Something like this. I mean, talking about me not being too crazy, it's a little too late for that, but we'll see what we can do. 8 diamonds, too. This is a fortune pick, fortune 3, and so we got an average of 2 diamonds for each diamond block there. It's pretty good. Alright, so we're all hooked up again. This will work perfectly. And I can even super cheat and throw down cobblestone in the center of this to make it a little less expensive. The system here doesn't care what kind of a block it is, as long as it's a solid block. And when I say that, even transparent blocks like glass, things like that, still count, technically. Am I already out of iron? I thought I had a whole nother stack, but that's okay. We have infinite iron, so if I can't do all of the walls and everything out of iron, that will be fine. I will still be able to come back and finish it at another day. Okay, so this should be completed then, and I should be able to turn this on, and a minecart, once dropped down here, should be shot up into the chest at the very top, where they always have popped up at. Okay, so that's all the iron that I have for right now. I will come down here and finish this off, but for right now we just need to make sure and test it. Oh, I want to get rid of this torch here. We want this to be as dark as possible down here. I don't think I can make an iron top for this thing, so I might have to figure out something else, maybe a quartz slab, to chop that off so that it's not so cobbly. Maybe even a smooth stone slab will work, because they're pretty similar in color and texture to an iron slab. I want it as dark as possible, as high up as possible, to maximize spawning potential down here. Yeah, here in the cave it doesn't really matter, because I don't think that zombies or anything can reach the villagers from there, but I want as many zombies spawning in that bottom area as possible. In the future I am going to try to dig that area out where it's a little bit larger, so that there's more surface area down there. And that way, yes, you guessed it, more zombies can spawn. So there are a couple issues with this idea. It's possible that zombies can spawn down there and run up the tracks just as I have just done to reach this area. Oh, they must be outside. I'm sure that they're outside. Okay, so let's murder some zomberts. Yeah, he's just a regular butcher type guy. We got them murdered. And I press shift again to try and run. Okay, so we're going to test this out, and it will take a long time. For the... Did I hit the cat, or did the cat just move? I think the cat just moved, and I hope that that's the case. I should probably still have a bed around here, so that I can sleep and not have monsters all over the place. Especially because I don't need to be killing them with my looting sword. And every time I injure one here, it's giving a higher chance for other zombies to spawn around. So I think one thing I probably ought to definitely look into is putting some more of these torches around over in this area as well. Yeah, it's just become nighttime. I thought the sun was coming up, but it was clearly setting. Oh no! Wow, that was close. He didn't make it. It's daytime, we're gonna see burning critters all around. So that's good. But we know for sure that this guy is no good as a villager. Is not somebody that we want or need. And so I'm definitely going to be dropping him off down into the dungeon. Go ahead and sit here, kitty. You need not be afraid. Alright, so that's all set up, and we should see the minecart pop up from right here. So now ask me, does it have a distance limit? Like if he goes flying down there, are we going to be too far away to load in the chunk or have the redstone operate properly or anything like that? I don't know the answer to that question. Did I actually check to make sure that it was working properly this whole time? No. We've still only got 3 minecarts here. It's possible that it didn't break the minecart. It's possible that the minecart went in the wrong direction when it broke. There's a lot of different possibilities here. And it's possible that, like I said, it's not a solid 3x3 block all the way up. Okay, this broke. There's no minecart in there. There shouldn't be any minecart under there. And this all should have activated properly. Yep. So that did send up the item. So now the question becomes, is there an error pocket somehow over here? Oh, this could be it. Right up there. Let me check my cowards. 1412, 779. Yeah, 1413 is the spot. So right here, but see, 780, 781, I don't think that's right. I think it's like something like 774 or something like that. So 1413, yes, but further back, pretty sure it's 771. So here's 772. Come up here while I was down there? No. And the cobblestone is not there either. Huh. Well, time to troubleshoot. Well, this is super embarrassing. I dug pretty much straight down the place that I needed to go, and found out, yes, in fact, that area was perfectly contained in 3x3 blocks. But, yeah, clearly we can see this right here is where I should be sending items up at. 771, 1413. I'm not exactly sure how I thought that this 774 was it, but for whatever reason, I did. So now I have to move this little contraption back to this spot. Yeah. So I'm going to do that real quick and I'll bring y'all back once again. Alright, I think I've got this about set up, and I'm doing the old trick where you need to curve a piece of track, but you don't want this piece here. Go ahead and put that piece there so that this piece of track curves, and when you break this one, it stays curved. So now that it is curved, I can put this cactus back on here, and I don't have to worry about topping it because it can't grow up past this piece. I was thinking also, since I could never find that one minecart, it might be sitting on top of the villager breeder because of where I positioned this thing. And an alternative answer is it was destroyed by the cactus itself, because I've seen that time and time and time again in this construction. I'm going to put that there just because I have it in my inventory and I can. Yeah, that's what's happened. Okay. So we know that it is trying to send those items up. Now we just have to find out if it is actually made it up there. Surprisingly enough, yeah, I've come up with extra blocks somehow. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. But I'll go along with it for now. Take this torch down. Take this torch down. The villager was not here when I got down here as well, though the dungeon is working. It is a magical land of disappearance for these people. In the video that Iskall85 put up, he said that you have to have an air block above the... Oh, there they are. There are the bones. Unfortunately, they did not come up where I expected them to. 2 of them did, and went into the hopper. But it looks like 7 of them popped out outside of the area where I wanted them. That's okay. It's not a terrible... it's not a terrible tragedy of any sort. Set that to the correct angle. And I'm gonna have to try to go to sleep again. Spider is just waiting for me. Here we go. Let's run the gauntlet. And it's highly possible that when the minecart breaks, it's popping out over here. So unfortunately, I don't have enough hoppers to deal with that. I just need 2 more. Then I can place one there and one here, so that the cactus is fully surrounded. But as it stands right now, that's the best that I can do for it. Okay, I'm going to finagle around a little bit, make a couple more hoppers, actually fix it to where it's working 100%, and then I will bring you guys back in. By that time, the little guy should have grown up, and we should be able to test it with him, assuming he's a villager that we don't want to keep. Which I'm pretty sure will be the case. But okay, I'm going to get this fixed up, and I will bring you all back very shortly. Okay, this should be all working now. I did change this around so that it's facing into the chest here. There's a possibility it'll pop out into this corner, because, yeah, I left this clear so that I can come over into this corner here and plop chests or minecarts down onto that track right there. And this guy has grown up, so here we go. 17 coal, that's automatically a bad trade. That's good for me for this demonstration purposes. Let's send him on his way. He should be down to the bottom. The other two guys are still down there, believe it or not. I was surprised by that rather thoroughly. But yeah, it shouldn't make any difference. This guy down here is the only one that's in the village, technically, according to the game. So their presence down there doesn't affect the villager cap. And where they're standing is block height level 5 and 6. So as long as this is higher than 69 or 70, we are okay, no problem. And we can see here that we're at 77. The villagers that are breeding are actually one block above at 78, so no problems at all there. Oops, not 3, not F2. Okay. Aha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! The minecart has returned. The villager is in the dungeon with the other villagers, and we are ready to go again. So, great success. Magnificent, wonderful success of all time. We have a leather worker here of 12 and 4 that's pretty awful, so let's send him back down into the dungeon. Let's run and take a rest before bad guys start spawning like crazy. Oh, I already hear a dang skeleton down here. Come on out, you fool. Oh, he's fallen down somewhere. Okay, that's fine. He's far enough away. Good. I think I heard a baby zombie, but I don't see one right now, so that's fine. And we should have 3 minecarts in this chest right now. Aha! So it's working perfectly. Everything is as it should be. It took a little finagling, a few little bits of troubleshooting here and there. I am, as my series title suggests, a Minecraft noob. And so it does take me a little bit of time to figure things out. But there it is, it's done. I am going to use a bunch more iron to turn into iron blocks to finish off the dungeon to make it look right. I don't foresee us visiting the dungeon very often, or for any reason, to be honest, for that matter. But when I do finish it off, I will go down there and check it out. We'll take a look and see how it's going for the prisoners. But yeah, until that day, we'll figure out something else to do. I should be able to tackle the dragon pretty soon. And aside from that, there's also the Wither, in case you didn't know. He's a pretty terrible boss you get with Wither skulls by killing Wither skeletons in the Nether. And the Wither effect is pretty awful. And so trying to work out surviving that experience will be a lot of fun. So if you want to catch those sort of episodes, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.